Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video for Wednesday, the 7th of December. A cloudy, cold, and raw day today. We've had some light rain, drizzle, and yes, snowflakes, but as expected, no problems. And we're promising brighter weather in the days ahead. Let's go to some of the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. First off, coming from Trussville, Alabama. It's cold out there. It's cloudy, gray sky. Many spots are holding in the 30s this afternoon. Head up north, there's the Huntsville Skycam. Traffic flowing along nicely along Memorial Parkway. And that's a nice shot there from a viewer up in Mentone. What a beautiful place to be. Alabama's Lookout Mountain. Up in DeKalb County, big old wet snowflakes, but notice no accumulation there. There's a water vapor satellite imagery. That very, very sharp trough is rotating through here. In fact, there's a look at the contours. And again, we might see some drizzle or flurries over the next few hours this evening, but the deeper moisture is lifted out of here for now. There's a visible satellite view, and again, you can see clouds extend back to the Mississippi River, but overnight we are expecting slow clearing, and we do believe tomorrow should be a brighter day as bone-crushing subsidence takes over. There's the radar coming out of High Top at 1:32 this afternoon. What's left of that light snow is over the far northeastern tip of the state and exiting Alabama. Snow falling up around Chattanooga, up toward the Cumberland Plateau. But again, down here things are pretty quiet. But it is cold. Look at those early afternoon readings. Birmingham 37. We ought to be in the mid-50s. These numbers are almost 20 degrees below average. The warm spot, and that is relatively speaking, of course, is Montgomery, where they've got 43. And around the nation, it's pretty cold. It's really hard to find any warm air. You have to go down to South Florida, the South Atlantic coast to find warm weather, and that's about it. Check the watch warning map. Hard freeze warning in effect for parts of southwest Louisiana. It's going to be a cold night there. And again, you can see those winter weather advisories all the way from the Tennessee Valley up into New England. There's no need for those over Alabama. In fact, it's kind of odd. The Weather Service in Huntsville put up a winter storm warning for some counties that belong to them. But again, I'm sure all those will be canceled soon. And there's the HRRR snow accumulation graphic. This is for the next 15 hours. And a nice depiction there of the better snows expected up through parts of the mountains, up into West Virginia and Pennsylvania and New York State, the interior part of New York. And some folks up there might pick up over 3 or 4 inches of snow. All right, model fans, let's take a look. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at noon tomorrow. The strong impulse that rotated through here is up in the Canadian Maritimes tomorrow. In the wake of that, we are dry and cool. Sky becoming sunny. Low 50s are likely. Friday, a nice day with mid-50s, but look at the colder air coming at us. There's a dry front that's going to drop in here Friday night, and there's Saturday, and the thickness values are noticeably lower. That's a 1036 high north of Memphis. So we're thinking Saturday the high will only be in the 40s. So about a 10-degree drop from Friday to Saturday. And Sunday will be dry. Cold morning, mid-20s likely, maybe low 20s for the colder pockets. And a high up in the low to mid-50s. And Monday of next week we stay dry. Tuesday, this run is also dry. And Wednesday of next week is dry. So with some decent run-to-run consistency, we'll take out rain for the first half of next week. The model is suggesting the next chance of wet weather out there toward the end of next week or the following weekend. This is Saturday, December 17th. Nice trough to the west, and got a surface low near Cincinnati with a cold front on the way. That looks wet. Maybe a storm, not really a severe weather look. And look at the cold air coming in behind that. And speaking of cold air, let's go to December 23rd. Ooh, that's a very cold look. You can see the ridge pumped up over the western part of the continent, tapping the cold air. There's the surface chart, a 984 millibar low that's approaching Detroit. That would be an amazing snowstorm if that's right for Chicago and Milwaukee and Des Moines, St. Louis, and rain and storms here. And if that's right, hey, it might be cold at Christmas. That's a 1,044 millibar high back there, but hang on now. Let's watch that NAO. It goes toward neutral territory approaching Christmas. And that's, it can be cold with a positive or a neutral NAO. It's just harder for that to happen. You want to see it spike down to really make it easy for those big eastern troughs to set up. But again, it's just way too early to call whether it's going to be cold at Christmas or not. But At least this run is suggesting maybe. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you live around here, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.